Is the Amazon Basics notebook better than the Moleskine or the Leuchtturm1917? I'm going to review all three so you can see the differences between the three and then you make the decision. We will also test them with a Pilot G2 pen as well as a fountain pen. So these all three are going to be A5 size. This is the Amazon, the Moleskine, the Leuchtturm. I'm going to stack them just so you can kind of see that they're pretty well all the same size. The Leuchtturm is going to be a little bit thicker, and that's because these both have 240 pages and the Leuchtturm has 251 pages. The aesthetics are similar. Obviously all these are black. The Amazon Basics, it got a little bit damaged in the shipping. It's pretty smooth. I've got a window open to my right and a light to my left just to kind of show some different light on the texture, but it's just smooth, nothing impressive. It came with this smudge on it, which I thought was kind of frustrating. The Moleskine is going to feel a little bit more textured, and you can see in the light there that it's just got a little bit more textured feel, and the Leuchtturm is probably going to be kind of the more premium feeling, pretty smooth notebook cover. Another thing to notice and point out is that both of these just have one little tassel, and the Leuchtturm will give you 2 ribbons. As far as cost, this one runs you about $9. This one's going to be probably about $17, and this one's going to be about $25. The Leuchtturm has 80 GSM paper. The Moleskine has 70. This one on the Amazon didn't specify, but based on comments, it's 80, but it feels more like the Moleskine. So let's open these up and just kind of compare them. The three that I'm comparing are all going to be the grid paper, just to keep it consistent. So I'm going to open all three of these up just to some blank pages. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that Leuchtturm has the darkest ink. So it used to be lighter, but now they're printing it pretty dark. The color of the paper on the Leuchtturm and the Moleskine are both kind of yellowy. And I noticed that the Amazon paper is a little bit more of a white. You can also see on the Amazon notebook that the grids are pretty dark, kind of a grayish color. The Moleskine probably has the lightest color grid out of all three of them. They all have the little pocket in the back, so that's common with all three of them. But one big difference that you'll notice with a Leuchtturm is you get page numbers. Not only do you get page numbers, but there's going to be an index section in the front that you can use if you want to create an index for that. So just to show the thickness again, we're going to do Leuchtturm in the back, Moleskine in the middle, Amazon in the front. These, well, this one I haven't really used yet. This one obviously I've used, and this one I just got in the mail. So there you can see kind of a thickness. The Leuchtturm's going to stick out just a little bit, and it's going to be just a little bit thicker. So let's do a quick pen test starting with the Amazon Basics. So the pen that I'm going to be using for this is just a Pilot G2. I prefer the .38. Sorry if this camera shakes a little bit, but writing on this paper, I don't know, it doesn't feel like anything special. It just feels like paper, kind of like just writing on, you know, regular paper. But let's try the fountain pen on the Amazon notebook. Actually doesn't really bleed through very bad, so maybe it is the 80 GSM. So that's the Amazon. Next, I'm going to open up the Moleskine. And I've already used this and written in it with a Pilot G2, so they're, you know, I really like the way that Moleskine paper feels. I know a lot of people don't like it because it's a little thinner, but it does have a nice feel when you write on it. But I'll switch over here to a blank page and we'll do the fountain pen test on it, which I can probably already tell you is going to bleed through a little bit, but we'll test it and see. Yeah, so on the Moleskine, you're going to have bleed through if you prefer using a fountain pen. A fountain pen user is probably always going to prefer the Leuchtturm paper because of just the quality in it. This is one where I had written out a planner in the front with a Pilot G2. You can see it doesn't look too bad as far as bleed through, but let's use the fountain pen and just see. I know the camera's shaking. Let me stop that. So here we've got, and this is just a Pilot Metropolitan fountain pen. So you can see it looks similar to the Amazon one actually. A little bit of bleed, but not bad at all. So there you have it. The strap feels good on the Leuchtturm. Strap feels good on the Moleskine, and the strap is tight on the Amazon notebook. So it just comes down to your personal preference, what kind of pen that you want to use when you're writing, as well as how much you want to spend. So I don't know why I've taken so long to order the Amazon Basics and try it out. I know a lot of people like them just because they're very cost effective, but I thought, hey, what the heck? We make a lot of videos about notebooks here, so I will do one just comparing the three kind of main ones that people use for journaling. If you're interested in any of these, I will put links down below for Amazon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.